Welcome to Across the Gulf Coast, highlighting organizations, events, and people from around our local community.
Hello and welcome back to another great episode of Across the Gulf Coast. As always, we have a great show in store for you. This month we're going to be joined by a lot of different organizations up and down the Emerald Coast, but we're going to start off in Pensacola. We're joined by the PACE Center for Girls, and joining me to talk about PACE Center for Girls are Denise Abels and Jenny Roney. Thank you so much, ladies, for being my guests today.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and Denise, welcome back. You know, we have you on, it seems like every spring, to talk about some of the events you guys have coming up, and we'll get to that in a minute. But if you could start off and tell me a little bit about PACE Center for Girls. What is your organization and what do you guys do?
Great, thanks for having us here. PACE Center for Girls is an alternative school really for women and young girls who have been subject to a history of abuse in their homes, and because of that, they're not doing so well in school. Mm-hmm. And it was started by a lady named Vicki Burke in Jacksonville, Florida, who was a counselor there and realized that there were too many young girls going into jail and that they didn't need to be incarcerated. And so she decided to work on the back end of this part of the world where you can counsel the girls and get them through school. And she realized that's all they really needed, mm-hmm. is some tender loving care and some counseling. So that's how it started, and now she got so much community support that there are now 20 of these schools in Florida, and the one in Escambia County has been going on for over 20 years. So it's been so successful. The girls are able to succeed in life because of this. How
are the girls referred there? How do they end up at the PACE Center for Girls?
Different ways. They can either be referred by parent or guardian. Sometimes they are referred by the juvenile justice system. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they have mothers or sisters who went to PACE. So a variety of ways.
Okay. Jenny, let's talk about a couple of the programs that you guys have over at the center. The GED and the PACE Reach programs. Tell me a little bit about those two.
Well, the GED program is a great program for girls that have come in and they're behind in school, so they can get their GED. Mm-hmm. They can graduate from PACE Center with a GED and go on to school, to college. Mm-hmm. And we have several girls that are doing just that. They've already enrolled at PSC. PSC and PACE Center have a great relationship. And then the REACH program is a program where the girls that are outside of the school, either at their own school, in their homes, girls in the community that need the counseling and the attention from PACE Center. So we've expanded the REACH program. We just went to Tallahassee last week and met with our local legislators and expressed how we still need their funding to expand the REACH program.
So it's kind of like a homeschool where they stay at home or wherever they are, and you guys send the services out to them?
That's right.
So is that a newer program for PACE?
It is a new program,
okay.
Which is why we're still seeking funding to keep it going, because we've seen the need now.
Sure.
So we want to keep it going.
And then also, Jenny, March is a special month that you guys over at PACE celebrate the whole entire month. Why is that?
So again, last week when we were in Tallahassee, they made a proclamation. They made March Believing in Girls Month. So then we went to Tallahassee. There were 216 PACE girls from all over the state. Wow. Walking around the Capitol in red. We were hard to miss.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun, and so we all got together, and the governor made that proclamation, and we have it's a special group of people who believe in PACE and believe in the girls with PACE, and we call it the Believing in Girls Society. And if you would like to get involved, you can reach out to PACE, and we'd love to let you know how to get involved.
Absolutely. I guess, how can they do that? Go on the website or call the center?
You go on the website or call the center.
Okay.
We would be happy to talk to you. If you see me out in the community, come talk to me. I will
absolutely
let you know.
So Denise, let's switch over to you and talk about the upcoming event in April, the one that everybody looks forward to, the Men Who Cook. Tell me a little bit about what's in store for this year.
Rev up your taste buds, as we say. The event is on April 8th, and a group of volunteers, men that love to cook, around 40 of them, we get together at the Sanders Beach Community Center, and they bring food there that they've pretty much already prepared. And the fun thing is that everybody who goes gets to sample their food, and they are judged by 4 professional chefs, women who are off-site. So it's kind of a blind taste testing. So when they get judged, they get trophies for whoever wins, and they get very competitive. They have a lot of fun, and we all have a lot of fun. And we have a silent auction, a live auction, and it's just a really a fun event where we can get together and do all this for the Pace Center for Girls.
Sure. About the last 30 seconds we have, can you give me the date, time, and how to get tickets?
Sure. April 8th. That's a Sunday at 4 p.m. And you can get my tickets. They're on Eventbrite, and you can also call the Pace Center, and I think you'll have that information. So anyway, it's great. And if you also like to cook, I think we need a couple of more men chefs.
Okay, great. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Cam.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll be joined by Habitat for Humanity.